What if I told you I was going to sell eyeshadows that you could pick up, use wet or dry, and you could bend them like al dente lasagna? Would you buy that from me? Would you buy that from the lipstick lesbians? If something's innovative and impractical and never really going to make sense for the consumer who is trying to test out that innovation, maybe that innovation is not worth exploring, selling, and expanding upon. I want my makeup to be easier and high impact and like to do cool things without having to do much work. I think that maybe the idea of these bendable eyeshadows was something that they thought was going to be like that. That's kind of my takeaway about this whole Leaked Labs project. My understanding is that they are going to labs that have formulas that have never been released because no other makeup brand has bought them. I also fear that the first launch here was probably going to be the thing that they found that they thought was going to go over the best because it was their first one and they probably wanted to put their best foot forward with their first release. If this is like the best of the best and the creme de la creme and the one that they thought that we were going to like the most, I am nervous to see what they find later. Perhaps no other brand bought this lasagna eyeshadow formula because other brands saw the impracticality of it. They probably thought the gimmick of the bendable, picking it up with your fingers, no pan eyeshadow was like cool and interesting for a second, but then they thought about the consumers and how they would use it. I think that's maybe something that wasn't considered whenever they put out this product. I saw that they got a little bit defensive on their channels about how it was being received. So I think you're going to see a lot of negativity and a lot of confusion whenever you put that type of product out. I also think it's okay to launch things that people don't understand at first that will make sense down the line. But the whole wet and dry, and then when you wet them, you have to like let them dry all the way before you put them back in the tin with the other 3 shades. And the cost of these were a little bit ludicrous for us to think that that was going to be the thing that really put you on the map and took off. They could have put this all out for us to be mad about and enraged about and to be talked about. And if that is the case, then they have succeeded, but at the cost of their reputation, in my opinion. I'm not like a stan of the lipstick lesbians. It's gonna make me side-eye anything they put out going forward. They don't really understand the consumer, and I don't know that that was considered when they were going down this route for Leaked Labs. Going forward with Leaked Labs, I would say pay attention to how the products are used and how they are showing up in videos. I would not actually suggest you, regular consumer, to buy their launches until they are approved by other people who have bought them, because I think that these things that they release are going to be tricky, interesting, weird formulas, and I don't think a lot of it's going to be very practical for you. If you are fans of them and they are putting out product that doesn't make sense for you to buy because it would not work in your current makeup routine, then you shouldn't buy it just to support them. Think about the innovations that they are putting out. Is it innovation that's going to make sense for you in your makeup routine?